Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Today we will be sharing on our perspective and the purpose of doing this challenge statement. So we will do a short intro on our company, on what we are looking for and our objective of this challenge statement. So we are from World Hub Private Limited. With me, I'm Yvonne from QA department. With me, I have Mr. Muru for our QA director and Vincent from our innovation department. So today what we are looking for is mobile inspection tools that can help us to replace the labor-intensive job scope. Uh, on top of it, we also want to see if we can explore on the robotics or automation system to assist us to shorten on the defect checking time. Then with that, all this automation will works on the cloud analytic platform. So for this automation, our objective is to reduce defects and reworks and looking to improve the consistency and quality in floor tiling works. Of course, to enhance the inspection productivity compared to our current method that we are using on site. So next, we will be sharing a short intro on some of the construction lingos that we use on site for the grouting works. So for grout, we are referring to the material we use to fill up the gap between two tiles. Then when we are talking about gap and joints, we are referring to the voids between two tiles. And when we are talking about consistency, we are looking at the finishing products, grouting products with no pinholes, uniform fillings of grouting with the same amount of fillings. So next we will be elaborating on our challenge statement. So we categorize this into four areas. For pre-grouting works, we are looking at the automation to be able to detect on the cleanliness of the tile joint. The automation should be also be able to detect leakage not exceeding 0.55 0.5 mm, then to be able to detect damages around the tile edges. Of course, on the gap, on the tile gap with consistent gap width. Then for the post grouting portion, automation should be able to detect consistency of formation on the filling, uniform color, and to be able to detect excessive residues around the tile joint area. Then, of course, the automation coverage area, we are looking to cover internal unit areas such as living room, balcony, bathroom, and kitchen. Uh, of course, to top it up, if the machine or the automation can be able to extend to the external areas such as common corridors, big atrium, or common areas like drop-off point, maybe like some of the lobbies areas. So all this is the practical part of the automation. We are also looking at this system on the theory part to be able to tabulate and list down the defects in a list on the cloud system to be able to synchronize these checks and defect list together to come at the same time so that we can have some time savings on that. The reason for all these things is ultimately want to cut down on the repeat work processes to reduce human error and to achieve consistent result through one system. Here will be some photos that we would like to share on some of the common issues that we face during pre-grouting works. For example, you see in between the grout gap, we always face debris that is not cleaned properly, thus the grouting works doesn't seep into the grout field. Then of course on the leakage defects, tiles condition, and the consistency between two different tiles joint. Then next will be on the post grouting works. After all the checks, we've be able to do the grouting works. After the grouting works, we face issues such as inconsistency finishing, color mismatch, and grouting voids. Uh, the next one will be debris on the surface of the tiles, on the tile surface. So for now, it's a simple summary on the current issue that we are facing and the impact that we are looking at for the improvement work. Current issue, we are spending too much time doing the defects check. We have manpower constraint. We also face some inconsistency result from the manual visual inspection. Then with that, there will be a lot of backlogs because all are manual tasks. So when inspector go into a unit and check, they will have to check the whole day. Then after that, come back with all the backlog paperworks. Then from all these things, we wish to automate some of the steps so that we can achieve consistent and quality result. Then reduce reworks and ensure a smooth and timely delivery. So some of the requirement of the automation that we are looking for on the technical data and productivity part. On the operation part, we are looking at system should be able to replicate across different sites. Then it should be mobile enough and easy to transport around different areas to areas internally or externally. Then of course able to operate regardless of light condition. Next will be it should be suitable to operate with different size tiles within the unit or different area. Lastly, the coverage of area should be versatile, internal and external. Then on the theory reporting portion, the parameters that the report should be able to allocate the location, types of defect, be it like leakage, tiles damage, or inconsistency grout. It should be able to detect and come out in the report. And of course, the severity of the defects. Then additional function that we would like to have probably is we will be able to analyze the defects trend. Then of course, the automation log into defect data. Now, currently, the productivity we are on the manual side, one inspector, we are looking at 3 to 5 units. So with this implementation, we are looking at improvement of 3 times productivity. Next will be a simple sequence of workflow for the pre-grouting work. So for current on your screen on your left, for current work procedure is upon tiles inspection, our inspector will do a visual check. Then after that, 3 to 5 units per day. Then from there, they will collate all the photos, all the defect lists, and sort it out in the office and come up with the defect list to pass it to our production team. From this, after production team receive the defect list, they will call, after their ratification, they will call for a joint inspection. Then inspector will do a second inspection to make sure that ratification is do according to acceptance. Then once clearance, they can proceed with the next phase of work. So for the automation part, we are looking to streamline that 3 steps, the visual checks, collate of photos and reporting into one step so that we can save on the manpower and time. Then yes, the rest will remain the same. So this is for the pre-grouting portion. Next will be is a simple example on the current workflow. For example, checking of leakage. So you can see our inspector is checking on leakage, visual checking only for those areas that they think that there is a defect or they want to double check. They will use an instrument to verify on the checks. Then from there, they will jot down on paper. From paper, they will then convert this into a digital PDF or a simple report and pass it to our production team for rectification works. So next will be on the post-grouting portion, more simplified because upon grouting of works, we will call for inspection. Inspector will come and do a visual checks. From there, if our workmanship is okay, they will proceed. That will be the end lah, the finishing product. But if there are still defects that need to be rectified, inspector will have to do the same procedure as the pre-grouting work sequence. They will have to issue defect list, take photos, then come out with report. From here, we're also looking down to streamline. So the system should be able to capture photos, list down defect list, and come out with a report at the same time. Yes. Then lastly, on the pilot support, currently, we will be able to support the innovators on test trial on our live construction site. Currently, we have 10 ongoing residential projects. Then for our human resource support, we have our QA engineer on sites and our in-house workers for the human resources support. Then, of course, we have our own, you'll be able to have access to our own internal database for any info sharing or like, cross reference to our past 5 years trend. Then, of course, with this, if it's successful, it will be deployed across all World Hub site. We have now currently residential, mixed development, or commercial project. It will definitely be a long-term partnership with World Hub. Then the timeline that we are looking at for this trial to develop in 3 to 6 months and to test trial after 3 months. So yes, here will be the end of our presentation.
Thank you, Yvonne. Maybe we could get a quick question started. To the audience, if you've got questions for Yvonne and Mr. Muru and Vincent, please type your questions into the chat box. Let's start with a straightforward question from KK. As inconsistent finishing refers to the grout color or the tile color?
Sorry again. Inconsistency finishing refers to the grout color more on the grout colors.
Okay. Right. It's possible. Okay, also answering KK's question, only one company be shortlisted, selected for this challenge statement. Yes, because I think Wohab will only do a pilot with one company. And also answering, sort of responding to Harris' comment or question, whether you can combine and your solution with somebody else's. Yes, you can, but one of those two companies have to be the lead, because the grant from BCA only goes to one company.